Up only, baby dolls! This is the Up Only intro.
Ignition sequence start. 6.
Up only.
So up only. The crypto market has received a boost of slight optimism, slight feeling like it's not all going to crap because of the recent $400 million purchase from CoinBase, and they have purchased Echo, which is crypto Cobie on the right-hand side here. Some say he looks like Kurt Cobain. They purchased his company Echo for $400 million, and they've bought an ancient NFT, which crypto Cobie made as a joke, and he made up only price there, $25 million. And he made it as a joke. So we're going to go through a bit of the law and what's happening. So look, crypto Cobie could be exiting. It honestly could be because, you know, he's contrarian. He made like this doom essay in December 2021, and he said, he looked at everyone, he said, you're all going to be poor. None of you are ever going to have that amount of money ever again. And I guess 4.5 years, right, he's been right since. So this is crypto Cobie. He's a British chap.
To be true through the blockchain. And
this is his sidekick on the bottom, Ledger. Ledger, I know he looks like a cute little sidekick and stuff out here, but don't worry, friends, he's really, really rich as well. They're all like pretty much loaded. These are all crypto OGs. Trader Main also sold his company Breakout. He owns the Breakout prop firm. I don't know how much he made, maybe $100 million or something or more. I didn't Kraken buy it for $1 billion. I'm not sure. Maybe he's like a billionaire now. I'm not sure out here. Here you have them.
Just like we saw with COVID, right? When that bottom in the stock market.
There's Trader Main on the left.
Already.
Here is crypto Cobie.
She said, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit low out here, but yeah. So this is actually one of the most insightful interviews from crypto Cobie here.
So like maybe you just get one because the denominator is actually worthless.
Super Cycle and Max Payne. It was kind of funny. Yeah, a lot of these things were the harbingers of doom out here. So crypto Cobie, he's known as like one of the crypto favorites because he started off with £200. Remember, recently, friends, I made a video out here showing you crypto Cobie. He made this like long-winded essay post, and it was kind of like therapy for everyone, but then it was kind of like deception as well. So if you go back here, you see one of my high-value content videos. If you go down here, crypto Cobie, lessons from Billionaire. He talks about how, you know, it kind of like reads with a sour taste in most people's mind. A lot of people giving him shit, which kind of like, you know, can a billionaire really take crap? But they feel, look, just, you know, look, friends, everybody with a lot of money up there, trust me, it's not by fluke, okay? There's energy that they do, which is, it's not your average person, okay? They know how to talk to people. Let's just say that. Yeah? On one hand, you have an extreme like Richard Hart, where people say, oh, this person is a promoter or a charlatan, and look at this, you're all going to lose your money. But then with the same breath, people will turn a blind eye to someone else who's also a billionaire, who just knows how to massage and groom the population in a different way. Where they say, oh, woe is me. I should have a lot more money than I should have. Oh, no, I'm a fumbler. Do you know what I mean, friends? They know how to work a crowd, okay? They just know how to work a crowd differently, in different ways. So 4 years later, we're still suffering in hell. This is a post from like May. I don't know when, it was a long time ago. King Ethan, the only up-only podcast I ever really enjoyed was the one with Sam Tabasco Sauce. So, and then people were begging him, right? Please bring up-only back, the podcast. And then crypto Cobie says, people don't actually want up-only back. They want 2021 bull market vibes back. As such, it is outside of my power to bring it back. And then he said, I think people actually want both. Come on, Cobie, you have to at least try. Get Ledger, make it happen. One more up-only season for my children. One more up-only for Satoshi. He's talking like that because I think at the bottom of the zombie virus, crypto Cobie made this big tweet. He goes, I am putting a big buy wall. I'm going to stop the Bitcoin bid. I'm going to stop it from collapsing. He's like, one bid for my children, one bid for Satoshi, one bid for the bull market or something. That was pretty much like one of his big tweets. And I don't know what the size was in the book because BitMEX was pretty much DDoS or attacked or something out here. It pretty much went to poop. I remember the book was pretty much cleaned out as well, as we were all trying to get long and trying to get the exchange. Let's play some Pumpy G music for you though. Oh yeah. Hope you're enjoying all this lore and stuff here, friends. I do appreciate you. So then he continues, right? You just seem ignorant to how much power you actually hold here. And then crypto Cobie replies, you are claiming I can make the vibes 2021 like by doing a crypto podcast that at its peak was only 1/10 the size of the Moon Carl, Bitcoin, BitBoy, or Crypto Man ran. It's just not a claim rooted in reality. The only way to get 2021 vibes is by fixing market structure, not fixing market commentary. I'm working on Echo. It's 100x more impactful than doing a podcast for this purpose. So Echo, friends, let you get into ICO deals, which, look, yeah, I guess Echo's good. I'm part Echo. I'll be honest, I haven't participated in anything. I looked at a lot of this stuff, 99% scams. It's not the platform, it's just everything. Everyone's just trying to grift. Yeah, they did PlasmaChain XPL, did a 300x, but the pool was only, I think, 150K, and the max allocation was $1,000. See what I mean? So, like, that's the winner of the winner. It's just, see, tokens and new projects, they had not completely gone to diluted garbage in 2021, even though they were on their way. But now it's just like, friends, I'll give you an example. There's people out there saying, oh, let's do a layer 3 chain. Let's do some zero technology layer 3 connection bridge for these layer 3 chains that don't even exist yet. It's so like, it's just, there's, there you go. Like, just, you know, I mean, Ethereum is down 75% against Bitcoin after 8 years. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much summarizes how tough and difficult it's been. Also, a lot of us got destroyed because holding onto ICOs and projects, there was no liquidity, and you only got like 10% of your tokens unlocked, and then you're getting unlocked in the bear market. Guess what? The team was dumping before you. You know, so what do we do? How do we fix structure? I don't know. You know, everyone plays their part. No one's got the silver bullet. I'm trying to bring love and friendship. Also, friends, I want to highlight something to you. Do you notice how in Crypto Cobie, he's talking about, look, man, I don't want to bring the vibes. I don't care about the vibes. I'm here to serve you. Yeah. What we need are people to believe. That's all I think we need, okay? We don't need some other new mad gimmick that's going to get copy-pasted by something else. Imagine you went all in on CowSwap and then Uniswap just poaches the tech, okay? We need more believers, yeah? Believers accumulate cheap prices. Believers are here when it's gone to shit. Friends, I'm making 5-6 videos. We're getting like 4 red monthly candles in a row in these altcoins. Think about that. I am here 24/7. I'm not comparing as a person. Who am I? I'm just a peanut brain. I'm humble peanut brain. I'm just showing you, like, everyone's trying to play their part. No one's got the silver bullet. We need the business cycle confidence to go up. And what does the business cycle need to go up? God knows. I don't know, a bit of rate cut, a bit of inflation to calm down, a bit of Jay Powell to stop being a major loser, a bit of Donald Trump to stop skitzing it out, a bit of, I don't know, Israel to do a ceasefire, a bit of this, a bit of Tom Lee flopping out his wheelie buying more. I don't know. No one knows. If we knew the answer, you just literally hold stable coins, you wait until that moment, go all in on leverage. Of course, you know, the market's it's not easy like that. Crypto Cobie, right, in the midst of this conversation, he makes this NFT. So he goes, look, okay, you guys want me to do an NFT? You guys want me to do UpOnly? I'm going to make an NFT. And then he makes his NFT. He goes, the power is now stored within this NFT. When the NFT is burned, the podcast will restart. Until then, leave me alone. Okay? So the NFT says UpOnly. This is an admission of 1 season of UpOnly TV. The holder of this ticket can compel Cobie and Ledger into performing like monkeys 8 episodes of UpOnly. It does not convey sponsorship rights. You get ignored. We get to pick the guests, etc. So it's pretty much it's a total joke. Okay, that's when everybody was like, "Whoa, story time!" Coinbase purchased this NFT for $25 million USDC, cold hard $25 million, right? Pepper, how much is 10k ETH? Like $20? I don't know, you couldn't set a dollar amount on OpenSea, so I just kept adding zeros until the number seemed too big for anyone to even buy this as a joke. And then he wrote, it didn't work. So $25 million he's written there. You know, he's like, oh, just put 25 million. And then as you can see, there's been like a surge, I guess, of optimism out here. Cobie, I'm too old to have a crypto podcast. I'm going to be out here looking like Gary Vee. And then Gary Vee actually replied to him. If you remember, Gary Vee, friends, sold a lot of NFTs. I think he made $400 million in NFTs in 2021 and 2022. You're probably wondering what happened to them. Have one guess. They all went to zero. It's because NFTs, the tax went to the dev, which is set by him, and it was a 5 or 10% tax on the trading volume. So everybody was swapping his NFTs. I'll just show you Gary V NFT. Yeah, honestly, friends, I hate this industry, bro. Just every time I talk about someone's name, it's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everything in this freaking industry is freaking rug, bro. I hate this industry. Like, here you have passionate parrot. Yeah, cool. It's just, and it's just, what do you call them, bro? They're sociopaths, bro. They don't care. They don't care, bro. They just stop. They don't care, man. They're sociopaths. They are, bro. They don't like. They generally don't give one flying truck. They don't. They don't. It's misery and pain. It's like, oh, this is financial experimentation. I think it's very strange how the financial experimentation always ends in them making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and like 400,000 people who believe in them lose all their money. What do I know? You know what I mean? Like my hat here says pill tester, so I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. You know, we sit here, try to believe in something. By the way, probably wondering, Sommi, where does even believe in something come from? The only thing that worked in crypto was freaking holding dog shit named Bitcoin and scam Russian Ponzi coin named Ethereum, where they give themselves 50% of the tokens to the dev team, otherwise known as the pre-mine, and those are the things that went up. And also Doge, another useless coin. And XRP, useless tech that banks don't even use, had a 650x run. Do you know what I mean? Like, people just believe in shit and just ends up working out. It's just that it's been 5 years. Even if you believe in something, and whether or not there's a buyback or whatever, you don't get anything. Okay? And don't cherry pick Hyperliquid when I can show you, like, you know, 480 dead bodies that didn't make it. I don't know, man. Whatever. Send this industry to zero. So Beeple's even coming out. Beeple made like $40 or $50 million. He sold some NFT JPEGs. I think he sold them to that Indian guy. There was this anonymous Indian dude. He bought Bitcoin early. I forgot how much. He had like 10,000 Bitcoin or something. So it's probably worth like 400 million, or it was worth like $1 billion, maybe a couple of billion. Just a random Indian guy. I think he paid like, you know, 50 million for Beeple's JPEG. And then Beeple dumped it into Ethereum immediately. He just cashed out and said, see you suckers. So I think that price was about 3,300 ETH. So we're still around there, kind of like from 2021, you know. Destroyed against Bitcoin, though, the BTC ratio. Retardo has mentioned here, this is a picture. If the owner burns the UpOnly NFT, the UpOnly TV season will begin within 3 months. You know. Cobie, oh my God, they didn't burn it. I am free. Please delete this. So they're making a joke of all of this out here. Is this enough? Yeah, bring back the vibes. We'll see. Now, funny enough, what actually happened was Brian Baldstrong tweeted about UpOnly. He goes, yes, I can confirm we are buying UpOnly for 25 million. It's part of the Echo deal. So Echo is VC angel stuff where you can sign up. They paid 400 million for it. I think 25 million is the UpOnly thing. There must have been like a cute gesture thing for it. But also with Echo, yeah, I mean, like, I'll explain what happened. So Coinbase, Brian Baldstrong tweets about it. 1 minute before he tweeted about it, a random wallet bought the ticker UpOnly, which was made many, many months ago. He bought it. He put 10 grand in. And then he bought it 1 minute before Brian Baldstrong posted on Twitter. Then he sold all their tokens at the peak. So here it is. So you can see dump, 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 dump right up there. I don't know why. We've got Mr. Degen. Mr. Degen Welfare says truck and scum. Yeah, I agree, bro. But look, I don't think it's Brian Baldstrong doing it because he's like a billionaire who doesn't care about making 50, 80 grand or dumping on people. Only like the Coinbase, the stockholders. That's a different type of game, right? The normie, the TradFi normies there. But I think what's happens is because when you're in a smelly poop 500 index, the Twitter, the messages, I think they get filtered through the company where like 5 people have to read the message first and they have to check whether or not it's if it's okay to be tweeted, and then it'll allow to be tweeted just in case, because you don't want to like affect shareholders, right? Because when you have like an $80 billion company and you tweet something bad and it drops 10%, that's like $8 billion of market cap that you caused that went down, okay? Because they are worth 80 billion. So what ends up happening is I guess there's some sort of insider informational stuff out here, which is like, it tastes a bit like piss water in the mouth, you know? But look, Does this mean we're going to go up? Or does it mean that we're still cursed? Maybe by the time you see this video, we'll have more insight into the price action. But earlier, so we try to go up, and then Donald Pump comes out with a tweet, and then just like everything just gets sent down, literally reversal. Everyone's sick and tired of pretty much everything out here. I don't know what to do. Like, you know, that we try to fix market structure. Cobie goes on a plight to do something, and then we get the PumpFun JPEG Casino. Like, not their fault. It's the market. People like vomit out all VC and ICOs. They know they're all scams. So like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just make our own casino. That's what it is. People want something else to believe in. Oh man, I hope PulseChain succeeds. Anyway, Justin Fence, earlier today, Tether minted $1 billion again. They've minted 7 billion in just 12 days. Them and Circle. 7 billion in 12 days. Okay. Now, I'd love to tell you that it's a definite bull market indicator. However, the chart says it's not a guarantee, because the Tether market cap, even if we go back to the past, do you see the Tether market cap was still increasing while the market was dropping? So up here, you can see the red going up and then wool going down. So Tether's market cap was still rising into April of 2022. All right. And, you know, the bull market was over like 5 months before that. So it's not a guarantee. Okay. There is no secret magic indicator for the top. The top is formed when you run out of buyers. Okay. That's why we have to use some esoteric friendship. I mean, like, it would be nice if we had hundreds of thousands of retailers waiting outside of a store, running to go buy an asset. Okay. Gold, I'm looking at you. You know what I mean? It would be really lovely if crypto could get that one day. We'll see. Tom Lee has continued to purchase Ethereum. 46,000 ETH purchased about an hour ago. This is earlier in the day. Here he is, Tom Lee, looking like he's ready for the bull market. Also looks like he could be in a soup line. Yeah. We just got the believers out here, you know what I mean? Remember, there are 155 crypto ETF filings tracking 35 different crypto assets. Bloomberg's Eric Balcanas says there's 200 ETFs that could hit the market in the next 12 months. So I hope it's kind of a sign of a bull. Hopefully we get to see the Crypto 20 index of altcoins and Bitcoin, which might mark the final bull cycle top. Maybe that's a story for 2026. If we scroll down, friends, for some reason, we have MELANIA ETF. Yeah, go girly. That's my first lady, MELANIA, out here. Yeah, I'm just as confused as everybody else. But hey, you know what? Bring it out there. Bring out MELANIA's ETF. Let's punt it. Here we have our favorite, Plush. A MELANIA ETF is literally insanity. I know, so it's down to 74 million market cap. It peaked at 6 billion. And I'm wondering, what price is it cheap? Mr. Takeda Nakamoto. We're all tired, Sommi. Aren't you tired? The bull cycle seems to have gone just to reality. Mr. Takeda. I agree, man. I'm not selling, man. I'd rather end my own life, to be honest. I'm not selling. I'd rather just take the bullet. I'm not leaving. I can't. Call it sunk cost fallacy. Call it refusal to take a loss. I just can't. The ratios are too cheap. Everything just says I'm not. Everyone's too depressed, man. Like, it's sad we're depressed, but like, depressed means prices for buying. You know, when people are depressed, their prices for buying. Yeah, they've lasted a freaking long time, and anybody who like enters now, they're like literally front running us, and we've been waiting. This is the saddest part, man. We've been waiting 4 years, over 4 years. It's been since May 2021. It's been more 4.5 years. And people who get in, they get to buy like 8 times your purchasing power with every dollar. What do you do? What do you do? Want to sell? Go buy the top of stocks? What are you going to do? Go join everybody lining up to buy gold? They probably got the skits. They probably got literally cracking the poop in their diarrhea now. Diarrhea to poopy pants, because, you know, it's down 7%. I'm just going to continue to hope and cope and pray it gets better. Like, I don't know what else to do. If bear market starts, okay, bro, I'm already at 0. You know, what are you going to do? Send me to negative? You know, you probably can. You probably do. Just send it. I don't care. Nuke it. Nuke it to 0. I don't give a crap at this point. there is some hope with some conspiracy stuff out here, which, you know, nothing ever happens. So let's see if anything good comes. The PulseChain Treasury wallet now has 858 Ethereum left, a specific number. We wonder if this means anything. Someone looked up what it means. It signifies a period of transition, spiritual support, and financial or career growth. So, you know, if you asked me 4.5 years ago, what price do you think PulseChain PLS is at by Q4 2025, right? I would have said, I don't want to jinx anything and I don't have any expectations, but I hope it's 5x SAC price. I hope. And I would have said that conservatively, thinking, yeah, it'll definitely be around there. That's what I would have thought 4.5 years ago. Unfortunately, the reality is we're like 95% down from that point. We're 70% below SAC price pretty much. Just keeps getting worse and worse. It never gets better. Industry, everyone's selling, you know, Crypto and Andrew Tate and James Wynn calling for the end. And what do we do, bro? What do we do? Is it totally random? What do you think? Numerology. We've literally got nothing else to claw onto. There hasn't been one single good thing that's happened that we can actually walk away and say it's great. And, you know, if you're out there as a friend, you might say, but Sommi, wasn't there the amazing token PlasmaChain XPL? Yes, young Padawan, there was. Keyword was. You are down. Congratulations, 78% already. You're turbo nuking in real time. Well done. So if you got this, fuck this industry. Can we just send this whole industry to zero and just restart, bro? Just restart, man. This whole thing of Bitcoin and Ethereum going up and then turning hundreds of millions of people into cope holders, hoping that things get better, is some sort of sick, demented, demonic shape of reality where this simulation, friends, just change the script, bro. It's just, what lessons did you teach people? Hey, we've made 300 million people now who are incentivized to be scammers. Holding gives you nothing. Taking a long-term view gives you nothing. Everyone who dumps on everyone, who's scams, who's deceptive, is rewarded constantly. Congratulations, simulation riders. Well done. You basically just ruined it for the world. Well done here. By the way, friends, this is the PlasmaChain ICO. For every one person holding, you have 10 people buying and all destroyed. Well done. Well done. You drop a nice 85% in 12 days, lost all your money. They're inflating the tokens. 78% down. Well done. Congratulations. Shield everywhere. Backed by Tether. Backed by this. Oh, it's on Echo. Definitely. It's a great, legit company. Backed by Echo. Cobie's thing. Yeah, it's great for people who are long, get to dump on everybody else. So, what do we do here? You know, total crypto industry is 3.6 trillion. You know, just, I don't know, bro. Send it to zero. Just send it all to zero, start all over. You know? This Bitcoin and Ethereum thing, I'm just going up only. It's just, friends, it's kind of like, you know, and it really is true. It's like a drug addict's first hit of some sweet heroin. Man, that must feel really good. You know, I've seen it in the TVs. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm getting a warm hug. It's amazing. And like I always think about when I watch them, I'm like, man, that must feel really good if you're willing to like literally give away your whole life. Okay, that first hit must feel real amazing. And then look what happens to you. Okay, whole life ruined. What was Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Doge? A couple of the cherry-picked coins. Those big green candles. Infinite dopamine. Infinite. Look all we have to show for it. Just a bunch of scammers, everybody rugging each other. You have like Crypto making tweets saying, hey, don't do drugs, while literally the guys earned 500 to 1,000 BTC and sending people to 1% win rate leverage trading casinos, and everybody's getting rugged on all the Chinese exchange cabal stuff. Except that's like, something's wrong with the picture. You know what I mean? I just don't know what happens. I don't know. Does it get better next year? I sure hope so. Remember, we can't go below zero. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.